give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, because that's where I learned this truth from. A warm salutation to the brothers pushing this word throughout the four corners of the globe. This is your Abasa of the DC Church. Just seen on the screen is an image depicting Israel leading, and it says black man there, but it really says Israelite over top of it, and Israelite is supposed to be held in high regard, not just the northern tribe, not just the southern tribes or the northern, but the southern tribes are primarily comprised of men who you would look at today and identify as black. So that's why that's there. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how our water systems work. As you know, a lot of people were getting their seasonal sicknesses, and the way it was happening, maybe call and question foul play. This is Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our God. Well, we're subject to these taxes, we're subject to payment. We still go into our enemy for the one of all things. You know, when we need money, we go out and get a job from somebody else. We rarely create our own thing, and even if we did create our own thing, the money we're using has our enemy's face on it. So we're still, this day, in our captivity. And here's how our water systems work. Over here you have a diagram. On the right, you get your source water, your storm water, which goes to the water treatment, then into the water distribution system, then it gets to our tap. Then from our tap, our showers and everything, it goes into a water collection place, back to the water treatment. This water treatment, mixes with the storm water, then gets back in our water distribution system. So with everybody catching different codes or whatever, I call it foul play here at the water distribution and water treatment levels. And as you know, it would be very, very possible for someone to do something, you know?
Ever wonder what happens to dirty water after it goes down the drain or toilet? How are leftover food, toilet paper, and other waste materials removed from the water that gets flushed? Meet Walter Droplet. He's about to be cleaned on a journey beyond the drain. But first, hold your nose. These pipes keep the dirty droplets separated from the clean droplets that come out of faucets. That's why keeping these pipes in good condition and up to snuff is so important. Walter's cleaning begins as he arrives at the wastewater treatment plant. By the time he leaves, he'll be clean enough to meet.
So they just said making sure that the pipes are, clean is very important. But as we know, that's not done. We know that. We have the knowledge. I'm gonna show you later in this video, but I'm gonna let this play a little more.
Strict federal regulations. First, a series of grates screens out the larger waste materials. Next, it's on to primary treatment. Here, heavy particles and grit sink to the bottom, while floating debris like oil and scum rise to the top. The water in the middle now moves into secondary treatment, where microbes and air are added to the water. The hungry microbes chow down on microscopic particles in the water. Once they've had their fill, they settle to the bottom and are removed. Finally, Walter gets disinfected. In most wastewater treatment plants in the United States, this is the end of the road. But some then send the water through an advanced treatment that kills hard-to-get chemicals, making it clean enough to drink. But that's not where Walter's headed. Walter's journey beyond the drain ends here. One day, he may be harvested and cleaned for drinking. But for now, he'll be enjoying the scenery. For more information, please visit thevalueofwater.com.
And there you have it. You can have more water treatment, and sometimes you don't have as much. But there's several different stops in that process where you could have set a dead body in it or something crazy, and that would have poisoned a whole bunch of people. Here's Quora.com, and the gentleman, or I don't know who, Cass Kramer, this person, they even left a comment speaking about, you know, the time where somebody left a dead body in the water supply. This is the first chapter of Alexander's books, the ripple effect regarding water and how it's viewed and used in America. Tells a story of a sadly murdered hydrochemist and how her body remained in the water supply for a full day and a half without being found by authorities. It leaked bodily fluid and unsafe contaminants into the water for a day and a half without anybody realizing it. Detection systems are apparently atrocious. A poison could be dropped into the water supply and spread throughout an entire city without anyone noticing, doing unquantifiable amounts of damage to a populace without being stopped. This is currently possible. So if instead of, you know, killing a bunch of people, they just decided to make people sick, it's very, very possible, man. It's very, very possible that somewhere in this mix they could slide in some hazardous material. This is Psalms 35 and 7. For without cause have they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. And when you're dealing with Esau Edom, you gotta remember, he doesn't need a cause, you know? He's just wicked. This is Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. He's been evil from the womb. Man, the Lord created him to be wicked, and he sicked them on us as a punishment, man. So while we're dealing with this dough, understand that he just wants bad for you just because. Let's not forget February 2021, that historic winter storm and Arctic outbreak. You might remember this image. It's like basically iconic. It's hard to forget the fact that they had freaking toilets frozen totally over, and icicles coming from ceiling fans. You can see it's here on the wall as well. I believe in this place that a pipe burst inside the place and the water got everywhere. So everybody's apartment looked like this. Just icicles coming from the ceiling. It looked like you were trapped in some type of horror movie, you know? And now Biden's calling this a dark winter. Like saying it's going to be a dark winter. You can't. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Actually, I'm gonna start at 10. To whom ye forgive anything, I forgive also. For if I forgave anything, to whom I forgave it, for your sakes forgave it I in the person of Christ, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. A lot of people saw the nonsense that was going on in Texas, and they called foul play, man. One of the main things that happened was with the water system sitting right here. People were looking in their water.
Do not drink the water, y'all.
So y'all folks will see this is actually coming out of our water.
This is coming out the faucet, y'all.
We need to focus. It's focus.
If y'all in Texas, do not drink the water.
They said we can't even wash our face with the water.
They said don't wash your face, don't brush your teeth, do not drink the water, boil it if you have to for those that have power. If y'all have bottled water, if y'all have the Nestle delivery water, please drink that water, y'all. These people is out here trying to kill us.
We ain't got no buzz to put in there.
Texas is in a state of emergency. They is trying to kill us.
Oh man. Some folks say we can't wash our face with the water. Look at this.
If y'all are in the state of Texas, do not drink this water.
And then she said there in the video, they trying to kill us. Who is the they? Esau Edom, man. When people already have a firm understanding that Esau is evil, and he's trying to kill. You know, he's wicked. this time, Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. If you don't have that fear of the Lord, man, you're gonna fall by some of these devices. You know, it's only the Lord that can deliver you out of this nonsense. They got parasites swimming in the water. You know, everybody's getting sick. Everybody's scared of, eat the sea ragamuffin. People out here taking shots and all other types of stuff. It's looking pretty horror movie-ish already. And now you got snow coming in. Do not forget, that this happened. This was last year. This was 2021. It's 2022 now. We're coming up on a year. In one more month, this will be a year from this happening in Texas. And let's not forget about the Flint water crisis. Officials in Flint, Michigan were looking for a cheaper source. There goes your motivation. Cheaper source of water when they stopped piping it from the city in Detroit in 2014 and switched to using the Flint River. But the money-saving move proved more disastrous for residents. The water was laden with lead, bacteria, and other contaminants, and took the government more than a year to address the water crisis, man. It was messed up, and it took them more than a year to address it, not fix it, address it. And you scroll all the way down to the bottom, man, there's a lot in this article. You can see in April 2014, they switched. Man, they were talking about 2014 they switched, and that's when the problem started. Man, January 2016, they finally declared the state of emergency, man. That's 2 years. That's 2 years, man. Then they need to replace lead pipes. You talking about this problem started here in 2014. In actuality, it started before that because they were already having water issues. And then in April 2019, after 2 years of providing bottled water, they declared their tap water safe again for drinking, but signs of the crisis are still visible. So they still haven't fixed it. Then you got the indictment and lawsuits. You got a long list of people, 8 officials facing charges, and if you know the way the law works, they probably still in the mix of that, like that. That's probably still going on. And they said, in her decision, U.S. District Judge Linda Parker noted that the injury caused by the lead-contaminated public water supply system will affect the residents for years and likely generations. Man, generations. This is gonna keep going, basically. And that's why I say, be not ignorant of Satan's devices. This is not a time to be denying the name of the Lord. This is Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and is safe. If you're going to be safe during this winter, you need to know the name of the Lord. And for anybody that wants to continue denying the name of the Lord, which is Yahawashi, I'm boldly saying that. And my water is clean, I'm able to boil water. The water Yahawashi, for my ability to boil water, my ability to filter water, and the water that's coming out of my tap not having parasites and all types of craziness. During the time when everybody else was getting sick, man, I felt fine. I didn't start coming down with something until afterwards. It was weird. So I sincerely believe that the temperatures got to me, but everybody else I'm calling foul play. This is Matthew 10:33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before the Father which is in heaven. So if you deny the name of the Lord, don't be surprised if something crazy pop up in your water. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahawashi B'Hashem Kakadash. Shalom.